Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi and thank you so much for being here. I'm actually getting ready to film a few other videos because, to be honest, I'm very behind because my personal life and work has just been really busy the past few weeks, and so I'm kind of cranking some out today on a Saturday. But I noticed a theme in the makeup that I've been wearing and the makeup that I bought recently in my Sephora VIB sale, so I can link that video up above about what I bought and sort of some of the things that I wanted to buy. But I noticed that most of this stuff was clean at Sephora, so that just basically means there are a list of ingredients that Sephora has deemed bad, or that if they're not included in a product, that it's a clean beauty product. So I bought a few sets from Ilia, Milk Makeup, Kosas, and I feel like those are all really like trendy brands right now. So I thought it would be fun to kind of go over what I bought and do a real try on. I have tried some of these already and it's really give and take. I know I'm gonna end up returning at least one or two things, which we can talk about. I ordered a couple of duplicate products in different colors to see what I would like, so we'll go through all of that. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. It would mean so much to me. We talk about makeup, skincare, lifestyle, vlogging. We do it all. Speaking of vlogging, I just uploaded my first vlog ever last week. If you haven't seen that, I can link that down below, but I would love to get some feedback from you guys. I know that most of you said you really liked it and I had so much fun filming it, so love to hear that. Let's go ahead and get into this makeup. For starters, I will say I am dealing with some, I don't know if it's maskne or if it's just general irritation, but I've got some cheek redness. I've got a few actives on my chin and around my nose. It's nothing crazy, but it's enough that I am curious to see how the coverage product goes. Also, LOL, I just noticed I have a bunch of dry shampoo in my ears. That's the sign of a classy woman. A classy woman has dry shampoo in her ear hole. So I'm not going to be using a primer today, and for my coverage step, I'm going in with the Milk Flex Foundation Stick. This is new and it is in the shade Cashmere, which is pretty much a perfect match for me, although I think it's maybe a little bit darker than my skin tone. Full disclosure, I did try this last week and I do think this is one of the products that I am going to return. TBD. I am looking for, and tell me if you know one like this, I'm looking for a stick foundation or a stick style product that I can apply to specific areas of my face that deal with redness, so pretty much just my cheeks and around my mouth and chin, and that will blend seamlessly in with my skin where I don't have to apply any to my forehead or like outer cheeks because I don't need any coverage there. So I need something that's like a natural finish, lightweight, like light to medium coverage, and doesn't get cakey, because I get really cakey around my nose and my mouth, and it's so obvious with this one. So they say that this is all of those things on Sephora, and I don't agree. So this is the swatch of Cashmere, and from first glance, like, I would not say this is medium coverage, and maybe I'm out of my mind and I think medium coverage is something different than everyone else does, but to me it's like kind of full and a little bit cakey. So I was surprised to see that they think that it's a light to medium coverage. Also, it says it has a natural finish, and I would dare to say that this is a matte finish. So it's not exactly what I was looking for, but I will say, it's like, okay, Rudi, put it on your damn face. I will say that this wore really well. So I tried this last week, and by the end of the day, it was looking really nice, but it took like an hour or more to get to that point. So I know that some people will use that as like, okay, well, it looks better when your skin starts to like melt in with the oils and all of that, which I understand, but I really want my makeup to look good right when I put it on. So I'm gonna just go ahead and apply this, like I said, like to those areas that I feel need that coverage. And I'm gonna try and apply this with a sponge on one side and a brush on the other, so you guys can see a little bit of what we're working with here, because when I tried it with a brush only, I felt that it was a little bit cakey, I'm not gonna lie. For the brush, I am going to use the Love is the Foundation brush from Ulta, which I have tried to find for you guys like 6 times at this point, and it's sold out and doesn't even exist on Ulta's website anymore, so that's fun. However, I feel like I can find something similar for you and link it down below. Okay, so that's with the brush. It might be just a tad darker than my natural skin tone, which is not what I want, because I want to be able to just put it where I want it and not worry about it blending into my skin tone. But to me, that looks matte. Like, I'm looking in the mirror here and I see a matte coverage foundation. I don't hate it, but it's not what they said. So I'm gonna try this side with a sponge, which I haven't done yet. Sometimes I feel like stick foundations don't blend as well with a sponge because they kind of stick where you put them, and it's hard to really maneuver them around with a sponge. Anyways. I am applying this midway through the day when my skin has kind of like, you know, I have a few natural oils running around amok on my face, and so it may just be blending a little bit better than the last time I wore it, but this is the side with the sponge and this is the side with the brush. Definitely more coverage with the brush, which is expected. I just feel like it looks really dry around my lip area, and it also clings to my pores and, you know, like the little sebaceous filaments on my chin. Okay, so I don't know. I literally go back and forth about that product. Like the first time I tried it, I was like, absolutely not. The second time I was like, well, and the third time I was like, no. And now the fourth time I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. Let's see how it looks at the end. I did go ahead and get a refill of my Tarte Hydro Sealer, which I absolutely love. I'm in shade 25S, light medium sand, but I'm not done with my current, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use that. I don't think Tarte is a Clean at Sephora brand, to be honest, but the Hydro Sealer gives me like Clean at Sephora vibes. Oh, I should probably tell you what this is. Also, have talked about this a million times. This is my Bright Future Corrector in Melon, and I use this as an under eye corrector before I go in with my light coverage concealer. Now going in with the Tarte Hydro Sealer. This concealer I know is not going to be for everyone, and I have recommended this to a lot of people. Like for example, someone from work mentioned that they bought it from my recommendation, and I was like, oh awesome, what do you currently use? And she said Shape Tape. And I was like, okay, not to alarm you, but this concealer is pretty much gonna be the exact opposite of Shape Tape. They're both by Tarte. They've got that in common. The Hydro Sealer is incredibly dewy, lightweight, very low coverage. I think that's like the main negative point that people leave reviews about it on Sephora, is that it's low coverage. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's called a Hydro Sealer, and also just like read the description. I love this. If this gets discontinued, I'm gonna go absolutely insane. I also did get another one of my Laura Mercier translucent loose powders. I always get the mini. Who's shocked by that? I always buy the mini because it goes a really long way and it's great for traveling. I still have a little bit left of my current, so I'm just going to use this under the eyes and on my chin because that's where I get very oily, and I'm going to not set my cheeks or anything like that because I want to see how this foundation wears with my typical cream blush routine. I want to see how it looks. Also wondering what you guys are doing for the holidays this year. I did leave a poll on my channel asking if you guys wanted me to post on Thanksgiving, because typically I post on Mondays and Thursdays, and obviously Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, and most people said yes. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and schedule an upload for that day anyways, just because I know it's a very weird year. There are a lot of people who are not able to see their family this year, and there are a lot of people who may be spending Thanksgiving alone. And so if I can make a video and interact with you on that day, I would love to. Let me know down below what your guys' plans are for the holidays. I know things are just absolutely crazy. I'm gonna go in with my Revlon Skin Lights bronzer in the shade 115 Sun Kissed Beam. I really like this bronzer, and I feel like it was hyped up for like 5 seconds on YouTube and then no one talked about it again, which is like classic YouTube these days. I feel like it's very similar to my Too Faced favorite. I just like a bronzer that has a little bit of a shimmer or a sheen that makes you look a little bit naturally sun-kissed, but nothing that's like too glittery. So for Thanksgiving this year, both my mom and her boyfriend and my husband's parents are gonna come stay with us and do Thanksgiving with us this year. I know it's probably like, wait a second, why are you having people over? Well, both of our families already had COVID, so we don't have to worry about that, strangely enough. I know that's such a weird thing, but my mom is a nurse, and I talked about this in a Get Ready with Me before. If you want, I can link that down below if you want like the full story. But my mom got it in March, so that was really scary at the time, but she's, you know, she's good now, and his parents got it around the same time in April. So luckily we can see them and not have to worry about getting them sick because they already were. Checking on the foundation, it looks pretty good. I would say I still don't think it's a natural finish, to be honest. I think it's matte, but with me having oily skin, it may be a good match. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you tried this before? I should have asked that before I bought it. I'm gonna kind of skip ahead because I am the type of person that likes to make sure that the color arrangement on my face makes sense. So my lips, my eyes, and my cheeks are all typically gonna be in like a pinkish color family or something close to that. So I wanna make sure nothing really clashes. So I bought a shit ton of eye products during this sale, and that's what I want to go over, and I think I already know what I'm going to use, but let's talk about them anyways. So I bought 2 more of the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows. Look how weird these are. So I haven't shaken them up yet. I bought a purple and a magenta, and I haven't shaken them yet, so you can see like all of this liquid at the top and then the pigment at the bottom. So as I mentioned in a few past videos, you'll have to really shake these suckers up to make sure that that color and the pigment is really meshing to make a nice color. I already have used and shown you guys the Copper Halo color in past videos. And because I liked it so much and it was such an easy look to throw on, I just went ahead and bought 2 more. I also went ahead and bought 2 of the new Ilia liquid eyeshadows. What's wrong with me? I got this one in a set, which we'll talk about in just a second. And I got this larger one in a purple shade. It's called Dim, and I got both this purple from Kosas and the Ilia purple so that I could decide which one I like more and then return one of them, to be honest. They are completely different colors and completely different formulas, so I think we all know I'm probably gonna keep both, but we'll see. I have worn the little Ilia, and I'll talk about this. I've worn the purple from Kosas. I'll insert a picture. You can like kind of see it. And I have yet to wear either the magenta or the more dim color from Ilia. So I'm gonna go for the magenta today. Once I apply this, then we can kind of determine the cheek to lip ratio and what to use, because I usually always know what I want to go with on my eyes, and then if I put on my cheek product first, well then things may look amok. Once I get it open, I like to still really take a lot of it off because it is so liquidy that you don't need all of that. It's just gonna be the same pigment no matter what. And I'm just gonna put this all over the lid and then blend it out with my fingies. It matches my nail polish to a T. How pretty. Oh, also I wanted to mention that they do have different finishes. So Fahrenheit is this magenta color, and the purple is 333. Those are both considered shimmer, I think, or I don't know, I'll leave it on the screen. But the Copper Halo one is like a glitter or a different style. And so it's gonna come off a little bit differently. So you can see blended in, the color really shears out a lot, which I like because it gives you the opportunity and the option to really build up that color depending on how you want it to look. So even though there is a slight bit of a sheen, maybe these are a sheen finish and those are a shimmer, it's not gonna have glitter, and like I said, it's really giving you a lot of customization on how you want to build up that color. I also think if you have green eyes, this color is everything. It really makes them pop a lot. I do like it. It's coming off a little bit matte, which I don't have a problem with at all. Just blended it with my fingers in literally 10 seconds. So the name definitely stays true. We'll probably be keeping both of these. I know this purple is like, looks a little bit crazy, but it really does sheer out a lot. So if you kind of want to have a fun pop of color on your eye and you don't want it to be too crazy, I do recommend these a lot. So the other two, I'll do some swatches so we can see how they look. This purple, this dim color, is definitely a more toned down version of that purple. It's still purple, but it's more of almost like a mauve. And these are a cream to powder formula, so it doesn't give you much time before this turns into a powder eyeshadow. So this is in the color Dim, and it's gonna be a similar situation where you're gonna need to blend that out pretty quickly because you can already see it's starting to set. But I do like this formula. I think it's a little bit more forgiving. It's a little bit more everyday than the other purple. So I really do like this kind of color on my eyes. I still need to test it out before I decide 100% if I want to keep it. The other color I got is in the shade Fresco, and this seems to be a pretty popular one. I would say it's like a gold bronze color. And I do have a couple colors that are very similar. I went ahead and did a swatch of like all of them to make sure I didn't have any duplicates. And I don't. They're very close, but no cigar. All right, so this is in the color Fresco. A nice kind of in between a cool and a warm brown. I do like it a lot, and I think that whenever the world does go back to normal, LOL, these will be easy to throw on before work and you're out the door. And you guys know I've really been kind of getting into Ilia recently. So that Fresco product was a part of a pack. And inside of this was also a full size, which we will use today, of their Limitless Lash Mascara and an eyeliner, which I am not a eyeliner person. I'm not even gonna look for it because I'm not gonna use it. I'm not an eyeliner person. I don't wear liquid eyeliner pretty much ever, but I do like to have one in my stash just in case I want to pull one out randomly. So it's good to have it. I wish it would have been another third product instead of the eyeliner in here, like maybe one of their lip tints, which I love, but that's okay. This is a really cute bag. It's great for traveling, and I love their little travel sets. So that's what came in that. Let's go ahead and apply some highlight to the inner corner, and then we'll apply the Limitless Lash Mascara. I'm going in with my teeny little Tarte. Oh my God. Tarte, they really set themselves up for that one. I'm sorry. Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand in the mini, and let's just talk about minis for a second. I'm gonna put this on as a highlighter all over the face, but I'm just gonna use it on the eyes for now. Let's talk about minis. Every company should make everything in a mini, and I'm going to the court for that. Seriously, like, I, as a makeup lover and someone who, I don't want to say collects makeup, because I don't collect makeup, who has a lot of options and offerings, I never ever finish anything, and I definitely don't finish anything in the time that it is expiring by. So to be able to use up a product in the time that it expires and feel comfortable about it and still like it and still have the option to use whatever you want without fear of it getting old and gross is really nice, one. Two, it gives you the option to try more things without totally banking your budget into a freaking ditch. Three, it makes everything cute. So that's all I have to say about minis. If there's a mini, buy the mini. Okay, going in with my mascara. I'm not gonna curl because I want you guys to see how this does without curling. Also, I do have a few videos on this in depth. If you want to see, really get more details about it, we can take a look at the brush shape. It's definitely, this is a synthetic brush, and it has this side here of ridges that you can really rake through your lashes with, which I really, really like. So keeps a curl, separates. It's definitely not voluminous. It's like more natural than anything, but you know me, that's the look I go for. All right, that's one eye. I got a little bit down here, but she pretty. She pretty. Oh my gosh, fun fact about this. It is going to be in the freaking winter FabFitFun box. And I was like, huh? Are you serious? Like, I'm happy and sad. One, because that means the box is gonna be good. Hopefully, because the fall box was an absolute bust. I have a video on the fall box that has gotten a lot of views based on my channel size of people, I think, kind of agreeing that the box didn't make any sense for what's going on in the world. So I'm hoping that the winter box is a little bit more in line and in tune with their customers. But anyways, to have the Limitless Lash Mascara in there, that's a triumph. And of course I picked it in my customization, so now I'll have a backup when I get through this. And I definitely will get through this because I like it so much. All right, so we're gonna make this quick because I realize I'm taking a really long time, but I just like filming makeup videos. Based on this eye look, I wanted to decide if I want to match the eyes to my face or match the lips to my face. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Stick in Quirk on my cheeks. It's a nice pinkish red. And I'm going to use the Berry shade, which is Quickie, on my lips, which I love this for my lips and my cheeks. She's cute. She's pink. All right. I think it's cute. This color on the cheeks and the lips is so pretty, and it makes your lips look gigundo. Quickie. Highly recommend it. You guessed it, it's a mini. All right, we're almost done here. I'm gonna go back in with my little Tarte Glow Wand as a highlighter on the tops of my cheeks in the normal places, and then, oh, to do my eyebrows. Duh. Can't forget about those bushy ass brats. Guys, it's 3:38 and I can see the sun starting to go down. This is misery. I don't know about you, but where I live, we're right on the cusp of the Central Time Zone and the Eastern Time Zone. So we get the worst of both worlds. So I'm on Central Time, but technically I feel like we should be on Eastern Time. Because of that, it gets dark at 4:50 p.m. in Nashville, Tennessee. It's awful. And I'm from somewhere in the Midwest where it was on Eastern Time and it would stay in the summer. It would stay light until like 10 at night. Okay, maybe not 10, but like 9. So it's a harsh difference for me. And I'm thinking about getting an LED light. Like, you know those vitamin D lights that people get to help with their depression? I'm thinking about getting one of those for me and Rudi to use because it's really rough on the mental health when it gets dark so early. Very last thing, I am going in with my Glossier Boy Brow. I know this isn't a Sephora product, I'm sorry. Also, are you guys on TikTok? Because as you know, I just uploaded a video answering questions that I get on the talk. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I absolutely love it. I was such a Vine person and I was devastated when Vine got killed. So I've really been getting a lot of Vine vibes from TikTok. It really depends on what side of TikTok you're on, because even though it's one app, like your algorithm is so specific to the videos that you like and interact and watch multiple times, etc. And so it's really tailored exactly to what you might want, which is cool and also scary. If you're looking for some mindless numbing during quarantine, come over to the talk. I also do post skincare and makeup content over there if you're interested. All right, here's the finished look. I think I like it. I'm a little bit more red than I thought I was gonna go today, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna do a little curl to my hair, then I'm gonna go film my other videos. If those are already live, I'll film it up above. I'm about to post a video of my 10 things I can't live without, which is also another video idea that I stole from Smoky Glow. She's everything to me. I give her 100% credit. We're gonna talk about some holiday kits. We're gonna talk about winter skincare favorites, lots of good stuff. So I will see you guys really soon in the next one. Bye.